Coming up, when it rains, it pours. We're talking explosive growth from regional to international. What you can learn from this company's success next on Grow Your Business. Welcome to Grow Your Business, where we learn from the best in business and technology. I'm Chris Cashman. Thanks for joining us for a carbonated edition. Talking Rain tapped the artesian spring of the Pacific Northwest and achieved early success. Now they continue to make a splash in the highly competitive field of beverage development, manufacturing, and distribution. And my guest today, Kevin Klock, the president of Talking Rain. Mr. President, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I don't know if you have a presidential march, but I'll give you an anthem here. How about this?
That's sweet sound.
Yeah, it is a sweet sound. I'm a fan, so I'll do the product placement for you. Talking Rain, I know it, I love it, but for folks who maybe aren't familiar, tell us about your company.
Sure. We started out as a water and carbonated water beverage company back in the days when bottled water was just kind of starting to hit the foray as a new and up-and-coming thing. We've eventually migrated into a variety of other beverages. And in 2006, we started to look more nationally outside of the Northwest to continue to grow the business, and we are enjoying some really fast growth.
As you are expanding, obviously, distribution becomes more critical than ever. How has ERP helped you harness that?
Yeah, well, distribution is probably, today, we will tell you, is the most difficult thing we do. Manufacturing used to be, in the old days, was something more difficult, but now with the price of fuel and everything, it becomes more important than ever to know where your inventory is at, have a great forecasting module that tells you what you should produce and where, and then having a really good view of your world and who your customers are and what they're moving to make sure we're producing the right product at the closest point to where we want to sell it.
You said you chose ERP right before you realized how much you would actually end up needing it. But what was that process like? Obviously, you've got to do some research and development. You're looking around. You're trying to figure out what moves to make. How did you end up with ERP?
What Dynamics offered was a one-stop solution. And we knew that when we got Dynamics that we didn't have to, all we were going to do is replace what we had because we didn't know at that time we were exploding so fast. And we made a decision to go with Dynamics because it's a great value as well, and it could do whatever we wanted. And we made the decision in August of last year and said that December 6th of that year we would go live. We made it right on time, and we had one change order for $2,500. And for a system, for those who have gone through these kind of integrations, know that to be on time and have one change order for $2,500 was an amazing process. So it just speaks to how easy the software integrates.
So you had success in integrating it rather gracefully. Is there one feature that you sort of use more than others? Is there something that you point to as kind of that flag of that's what makes this work for us?
Well, I think for me as a president of the company, I now have an icon on my desktop that I click that will tell me in any view I want what our sales are by the week, by the month, by the brand, by the size, historical information. It can graph it out. I can actually tell by zone of the United States of how I'm selling, and even down to the detail, I can check on the sales guys, and it'll tell me actually specifically by sales guys.
Kevin, some of the folks watching are probably your customers. Some of them are, business folks, and a lot are both, and they're looking to you for some sort of, inspiration that's tangible to what they're doing. What takeaway do you have for them? Any final thoughts?
Well, a couple of things. Relative to, from a business aspect, I would say focus on what's core to you and really identify you as a business, what you're good at. From a software standpoint, looking at Dynamics, and if you're trying to make a decision on an ERP solution, you can make Dynamics as big or as small as you want to. You can take it in steps. We did the first step a year ago. We're now in step 2. And then the next step we'll come to is in a year or so as we'll look at getting our warehouse automated, and also looking at how with our contract manufacturers out there, repackers and warehouses, bringing them live into our system as well. So you can really expand it. You don't have, it's not one of the solutions that you come in and you have to do it all at once, and really that makes it very cost effective, so you can take it in smaller chunks.
Well, we appreciate your time today. Kevin Klock, president of Talking Rain. I know we're just about out of time because I think my ears playing a trick on me. I think I can hear Talking Rain 1 landing on your roof.
Yep, I guess the helicopter's here. It's time for me to go.
Kevin Klock, president of Talking Rain. Thank you for your time. Cheers. must become a tearful goodbye, Kevin. Whew. Hope I didn't scare you, Kevin.
Not at all. We appreciate seeing someone enjoy our beverages so thoroughly.
A little too much. A little too much.